Top of the morning. Gang, top of the morning, man. Top of the day, gang. It's a good morning. It's one of those beautiful mornings, man. If you woke up and you alive this morning, man, that's the best feeling. Being alive this morning, able to do something else is the greatest feeling ever. And I can't lie to y'all. Let me go grab one more thing, man. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, it's over. You looking at me good, getting it right. Living that life. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's one of those days, man. To where I woke up. When I woke up, I was like, man, it's grind time. Fuck that. I'm back to the money. Back to the money, man. I was down for a minute, man. I'm back though. You hear me? Shout out to everybody that rock with your boy. Shout out to everybody, man. Time to waking back this morning. Shout out to everybody, man. Milwaukee got so much potential in it, though, man. We got a lot of potential in my city. It's a lot of fuck niggas, though, too. Don't get it twisted. It's a lot of fuckery that's going on in my city. But it's also a lot of potential. It's a lot of greatness. Greatness. When I say greatness, shout out to Young Greatness, man. RP, Young Greatness. It's a lot of great individuals in my city, man. You know, that do well. They do good. And there's a lot of fuck off artists in my city, too. A lot of niggas that they fuck shit over. They fuck themselves over. They fuck their opportunities up, you know. I'm looking at some stories from Wisconsin, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And, you know, it's about a few fucked up stories. Because don't get it twisted. People up here, you know, there's some good people up here. But then again, we got some fucked up people up here, gang. That just, you know, they do nothing but mess up their chances in life, right? And I ain't never been one of them niggas who gonna sit there and mess up my chance in life. Whatever it is, I got an opportunity and I'm gonna do it. You could have kept your volume up, so yeah, turn it down. But, you know, like I said, one of these cats, a story. Oh, I got a couple stories, man. Wauwatosa hit and run crash, man, accused, had infant and SUV. Like I said, these people in Milwaukee, they do some crazy crap. Okay, MPS teacher assaulted in class. Student charged more than a year later. Wow. Ganjador, top of the morning. So, you know, a teacher was whooped. They said the teacher was assaulted at Bayview High School and a student was charged more than a year later. Now, when I tell y'all, it be some heinous shit going on in my city. Don't get it twisted. I love my city. I love Milwaukee, but it's some crazy people up here, man, that just can't get their mind right. You know, I feel like anything you do, you should be doing it in God's name. You supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, doing it to get yourself and your mind right, get your people right. So let's brief on this story, right? Let's brief. Perion Norwood. Perion Norwood is the student that attacked the teacher at Bayview. Now, the parents should have been on him like, gang, your parents ain't teach you how to grow up and beat up on your elderly people. You got to have more respect than that. That's the problem. A lot of cats out here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin don't got respect for the elderly. You know what I'm saying? They raised us. You got to ask yourself this. How much of your life have you earned? You know what I'm saying? You ain't earned much of your life. Your community helped you build your life together. Your teachers helped you learn how to read. Your mom and them helped you follow certain rules, helped you learn how not to kick it with certain people that'll get you involved in all types of mess. So 9 times out of 10, out of our lives that we earn half our adult lives because the younger life, we have the community helping us become who we are today. You feel me? Now, this young man, I know his parents ain't helped him become who he is right now. Perion Norwood. The brief. A man is accused of assaulting an MPS teacher in class. That's by far, right there, you fucked up. It happened when a man, now 18 years old, was a student in 2023. So he was a student at Bayview High School in 2023. He's now 18. They ready to charge him. You see, he's a black young man. And I'm not even going to steer this story down the path of the race, thing, black versus white. No, I ain't gonna do that. At the end of the day, we know damn well some of our black people be out here clowning. They be doing way too much. Some of our niggas be doing way too much, gang, to the point where it puts all us in a bad position. It puts all us in a bad, you know what I'm saying, predicament. Lil Buddy done got himself in a situation he can't come back from, my nigga. You just assaulted a teacher. You know what I'm saying? That's something you can't come back from. That's gonna be on your case forever, right? Court's filing said it started with an argument over the use of Chromebooks for a Spanish test. And I can understand a lot of kids when they get them Chromebooks, they be want to do whatever it is they want to do on that motherfucker. They want to get on YouTube, they playing music, they doing all sorts of things, but this is not what you want to do. When you get this Chromebook, gang, you only get this book to learn. I don't know why our black students don't want to learn, you know what I'm saying? Yet they want to get on YouTube, they want to on every social media platform. Ain't learning nothing. You feel me? Doing nothing but stupid shit, watching fights, watching people hurt each other. That's not it, gang. That's not it. Let me see. What we know, according to the criminal complaint, Milwaukee police were called to Bayview High School on November 30th, 2023. And damn, this was over a year ago. Officers spoke to the teacher who said he was given a Spanish test before the incident. So the boy, sometimes these kids don't know the work that they're given. Sometimes they need help. You know what I'm saying? I seen some kids get angry and upset because they didn't know the work. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't promote this, but they start lashing out at the teacher. They start creating problems with the teacher, gang. They started wanting to fight the teacher, calling the teachers bitches and whores and shit like that. At the end of the day, I feel like this. I feel like if they can't learn, you know what I'm saying, they gotta be willing to say that. You gotta be willing to say that. You gotta be willing to let these people know, look, I don't know what's going on. I can't understand the work. I don't know what to do. When I was younger, that never been my problem in school. You know what I'm saying? Learning. I was a reading king. I was reading everything. I was one of the best spellers in my class. You know what I'm saying? But I honored learning. When I was coming up, I honored learning because, yeah, the school teach you a lot of bullshit nowadays, but some of that shit, man, we was able to benefit from. Some of the knowledge and some of the lessons that we was being taught, we're able to benefit from right now today. And for others, they missed out. For others, it ain't working for them. I feel bad for you. But at the end of the day, this young man probably didn't want to do Spanish. Prosecutors said students were not allowed to use their school-issued Chromebooks during the test. The teacher said all the students except for Perry and Norwood complied. The teacher told police that Norwood got angry that he could not use a Chromebook. And I told y'all, Norwood probably wanted to use the Chromebook because he don't know much about this Spanish shit. It's not too many black students around Milwaukee, Wisconsin that knows a lot of Spanish. My kids is in a bilingual school right now. Yeah, he's 18. Why they forcing Spanish? I don't know why they forcing that. That's the crazy thing. But like my kids, man, they go to a bilingual school. I heard a lot of people say, man, that's a good opportunity for them. That's one of the best opportunities. Well, let them be the judge of that. Let them be the judge of that. And, I ain't gonna lie, putting them in that school, I have to recognize that a lot of people over there, they don't like black people. They don't like our black people. I don't know why, but they don't like our black people, gang. And, my kids ain't raised to not like another race. I don't raise them on that. You know what I'm saying? I raised them fair as hell. Y'all go in there and y'all make friends. Y'all make good company with everybody around there so you can use them as resources. They can use you as a resource and y'all can help each other. You feel me? That's what it's about helping each other. But a lot of kids probably don't know how to do Spanish. When I was coming up, I didn't know how to do no Spanish. I didn't want Spanish class. That shit was gonna be hard for me. It was some kids in my school that I was going to, some kids, my nigga, if they couldn't let the teacher know how to say, I have to go to the bathroom in Spanish, they couldn't go use the bathroom. They couldn't go use the bathroom. Now that was deep, but that was part of the lesson. Like, yo, we're gonna help you learn Spanish. We're gonna help you learn this shit. Anyway, the teacher told the police that Norwood got angry, right? He got angry, he couldn't use the damn computer. And I can understand though. Cause my sister used to get angry, gang. I had a few friends and family members that used to get angry when they couldn't use calculators and shit like this. But you gotta understand they trying to help you learn for your own sake. So you feel me? He was mad as hell. He couldn't use the Chromebook per the complaint, which led to an argument. Now Norwood want to argue. He all in the teacher face and shit. You hear me? And that's just something I ain't do either. You know what I'm saying? You black men, y'all got to stop that shit, gang. You ain't got to turn up all the time when something don't go your way. You ain't got to do that. You hear me? Norwood punched the teacher in the face. He punched the teacher in the face and was taken to school office. Police at the school couldn't find Norwood. So somewhere down the line, he must have disappeared. The nigga punched the teacher in the face. That's just something you don't do, my nigga. Right there, you begging for a felony case. You begging for a felony case, gang. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you look at it, you begging for a felony charge. You begging for a charge. You know, somebody, where Norwood daddy at? Somebody got to be hollering at these young kids. Norwood, now 18 years old, is charged with battery to a school district officer. Wow. Now this battery charge is finna follow him all throughout his life. Battery charge finna follow Norwood all throughout his life, gang. You hear me? Throughout his whole little life, he finna get followed with this battery because some motherfuckers, they don't care about their life, gang. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers, they gonna throw their lives away. They don't care. Some of them, they don't give a fuck. College, there's absolutely nothing you need after 5th grade. Hey, they said, be honest, if you ain't going to college, it ain't nothing you need after 5th grade. And that's the truth. A lot of that information they teach us nowadays, it be useless. Ain't nobody gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. I understand that right there. Definitely do. But you know, right now, it's a lot of kids out here who just don't want to learn, period. It's a lot of kids out here who don't want to learn, period. They don't see the potential in themselves. They don't see what they can become. You know what I'm saying? They don't. It's a lot of kids out here who don't believe in themselves. And for that matter, it hurts when you see motherfuckers don't want to learn nothing. Now, pushing them to learn Spanish, that's different. Yeah, that's different. But my nigga, every black person should be want to learn something out there. Every nigga from my culture should want to learn something, my nigga. We already behind, my nigga. There's already a lot going on in the community with the black people that's, you know what I'm saying, that need to get handled and took care of. And, you know, a lot of niggas ain't adapting or being held accountable for they wrongdoing. So, nigga, yeah. I always be on the hunt for knowledge. You feel me? I'm always on the hunt for knowledge. I'm always on the hunt to uplift somebody. That's what we supposed to be doing, uplifting each other. You know what I'm saying? Helping each other out, gang. At the end of the day, I feel like, though, it's a lot of niggas who ain't got certain chances that everybody do. And that's why they get involved in the things they involved in. You know what I'm saying? That's why they be involved in all the drama and all the trouble. That's why you see niggas trying to do everything in their power, you feel me, to make something of themselves, but it turns out to be the wrong thing. Right? Right? Let me read a couple more of these stories, man. Because like I said, Milwaukee got a lot of potential in it, but it's a lot of fucked up niggas out here too, gang. And ain't nobody helping they ass. Nobody teaching them nothing. Dropping no information on them. Okay, let me brief this story. Wauwatosa hit and run crash. You know, man accused had infant and SUV. And I'm tired of seeing black niggas run and they got their kids in the car. Who would do that? You got your shorty with you, gang. Why would you go on a high-speed chase? You got your shorty with you. That don't make no sense. That never made no sense. Pull your ass over. It was like this one, it was a story, gang, I think last year. It was a guy, he ran on a high-speed chase, and he had his 2 sons in the car with him. He had his 2 sons in the car with him, gang. He killed both of them boys. Both of them boys died. That was sad. You know, and I felt like dude knew better. He was too grown. He knew better. He killed both of his kids. They both was in the car with him. He went on a high-speed chase in Milwaukee. Like, who does that, gang? Who does that, man? You got to be one sick motherfucker. You got to be out of your fucking mind if you go on a high-speed chase with your children in the car, my nigga. That means you don't care about their life, nor do you care about yours. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about their life, nor do you care about yours. I'm tired of seeing niggas like that, gang. Because there's more to it than life. You know what I'm saying? There's more to it than life that we could be doing out here. A brief. Okay, the 27-year-old Milwaukee man is accused in a hit-and-run crash. The criminal complaint against Savon McKenzie Talley Also indicates there was an infant in the back seat of the vehicle he was driving. So they know it was an infant in the back seat of the vehicle gang was driving. You know what I'm saying? He didn't second guess on going on his high speed, right? The criminal complaint against Savon McKenzie Talley also indicates there was an infant in the back seat of the vehicle. Court filings show the defendant had no valid driver's license. So a 27-year-old man is accused of a hit and run crash and fleeing the scene with an infant in the backseat of the car. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The accused is Savon McKenzie Talley, and he faces the following criminal counts, right? Neglecting a child, hit and run, attended vehicle. Criminal complaint. What we know, according to the criminal complaint, a detective with the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office was in the area of Children's, Wisconsin, Wauwatosa, was Wednesday, January 1st, when he spotted a hit and run crash at 87th and Watertown Plank Road. The complaint says a black SUV struck the rear of a white sedan. There were two people in the sedan at the time of the crash. The black SUV immediately drove away from the crash. Now, the detective was able to catch up with the fleeing vehicle and observed as it ran through multiple red traffic signals, right? At 87th and Watertown Plank Road, Harvard Avenue, and Glenview Avenue, and 76th and Milwaukee Avenue, right? A traffic stop was initiated, and the detective identified the driver as the defendant. In the back seat of the SUV was a 9-month-old child. Who the fuck go on a run with a 9-month-old child in the back seat, nigga? You could possibly kill this child, possibly kill you and this child. That just show you don't get no fuck. That just show you don't care. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so many niggas in the hood in Milwaukee, Wisconsin that don't care. But yet these niggas that have so much voice to speak up on something else. My nigga, you the same nigga who go on a high-speed chase with your 9-month-old baby in the backseat. The complaint says the defendant was determined to not have a valid driver's license or insurance. McKenzie Talley made his initial appearance in Milwaukee County Court on Sunday, January 5th. Cash bond, $2,000. Then they get a nigga $2,000 cash bond. That ain't even enough. That ain't even enough. All right, for sure. Oh, yeah, much love, Cooking. Much love, man. Top of the day to Cooking, man. Everybody go to Cooking, and y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Cooking with Love channel, man. That's my brother from Texas, man. Much love all the way, Cooking. All the way. Salute, baby. Salute. Bars, man. That's my boy. You know, so, and like I said, it'd be a lot of haters too. I was on my boy channel and they was hating on him, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't stop him. They can't stop Cooking with Love. Them bars, they already know my boy do his thing. At the end of the day, you know, it's so much going on in my city in Milwaukee, Wisconsin that it don't make no sense, my guy. You know, it'll stop you from doing the things you really want to do. Some people, they want to be rich in this motherfucker. Some people, they really want to run it up. They want to get their money up. They want to be business owners and land owners. Well, you know, we got to, first off, we got to eliminate all the negative energy around us. We got to eliminate all the negativity around us. We got to eliminate all the negative people. Anytime you dealing with somebody negative, you better believe you're going to go down. You better believe they're going to drag you in the mud. They're going to bring you down right with them. So, you know, a lot of niggas up here, they say they want to do this and that. But at the end of the day, my nigga, you involved with the same people. You involved with the same niggas who ain't gonna allow you to do this and that. You involved with the same crowd who don't want to see you doing this and that. They love to see you down. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? There's so many niggas like that around here, gang. And then when they get their chance, they blow it. They do shit like this nigga, go on high-speed chases with their 9-month-old baby in the car. They do shit like they go rob somebody when all they have to do is be patient, go get a gig, or, you feel me, go podcast, do something. Go create some money, my nigga. Create a way for you to make some money. A lot of niggas, they can't do that. So they'll rather hurt and take from you. You know what I'm saying? They'll rather hurt and take from you. I ain't never been one of them niggas. I did my thing in my time, but I ain't never been one of the niggas who finna come hurt you and take everything you own and everything you work for. Everything you put your time in to get, your blood, sweat, and tears. I ain't one of them niggas. There's so many niggas around my city like that, though. And you know what? Karma come back. God don't like ugly. When karma get to hitting them boys, it be rough. I'm talking about they losing their lives. They losing family members. You know, they losing things they work for, things they earned up to get. Like, gang, you didn't deserve it. Look at your heart. You evil as hell. You didn't deserve it. You know, so many niggas think that you'll get more being evil versus being positive. No, that's wrong. You know, I learned that, and I had to learn that the hard way. When I was coming up, I used to always be angry at everybody, like, why I ain't had nothing. I used to feel like niggas owe me this. I feel like niggas owe me this and that, but in reality, it was me. I had to get my ass up, get my broke ass up, get off my motherfucking ass and go get it. I had to go run for it. You feel me? So a lot of these niggas out here, definitely the young ones, they'll rob, kill before they even apply themselves to a job, before they even apply themselves to a entrepreneurship opportunity or a business opportunity. These niggas will take yours. These niggas will take from you. Y'all heard what Unc said? You Greg Digger Quiz them took his shit. He trying to put these boys on. He put them in the house. He feeding them, giving them clothes. These young niggas took his shit. Like backwards, my nigga. At the end of the day, that ain't something I do. When I was young and a motherfucker gave me help, I accepted that help. You feel me? I ran with that help. I got that help. I accepted it, and I made sure I did what I was supposed to do when I got that help. When I was young and niggas was putting me on game, teaching me little shit, I made sure I paid attention. I kept my ears open. You hear me? A lot of niggas in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, their ears is closed because they feel they the man. They feel they run it. They feel they got this shit down packed. Well, let me tell you something. God got this down packed. God run that thing. You hear me? Our creator run that thing. When you stop recognizing the mercy he have on us, that's when you fail. When you stop recognizing the mercy God have on us and the mercy he giving us, that's when you fail. Our creator run all this, not you. Some of you niggas think that you in control of your life. No, our creator is, gang. Our creator is. And at the end of the day, you gotta give credit where it's due. You gotta give credit to that man. He woke you up this morning. You hear me? A lot of y'all don't wanna do that. You wanna give credit to yourself. I woke myself up. I'm the one that put all this in my life. I'm the one, nah. Like I told you before, your community helped you become who you are today. The people in your life, your teachers, your grandparents, they helped you become who you are today. They the one that instilled the beliefs in you. They the one that instilled all those questions in you. All those things that's on your mind that you want to ask people. You know what I'm saying? All those things you think about, they instilled that. They helped you jog that. And then once you got older, you helped yourself jog it a little bit by running into other people, being in other relationships with different people, and they teaching you different things. You learning different things. Now it's up to you to take that and run with it and build the best you, Don't put it off on God. God did this to me. No, you probably weren't paying enough attention. He gave you an order to follow. You didn't follow it. Now you in a loop. You know what I'm saying? Now you looking for help and you blaming that on everybody else. Look, they did this, they did that. They the reason my life like this. No. No, it don't. See, and that's why I say, like, man, I had some niggas like that too. These niggas was blaming everything on everybody else. My nigga, that's you. You attract what you think. If you think negative, you're gonna attract that. A lot of niggas, they just negative, so they attract negativity. You feel me? If you think positive and you think belief, you think faith, that's what you're gonna attract. That's what you're gonna attract. You feel me? You think help, you think hope. See, I don't hope no more though. That's the thing. A lot of niggas think hope. I don't hope no more. I don't hope. I got faith. I know. I gotta walk in life with the knowing. That's the problem. Some of y'all don't know that, everything gonna be all right for you in the future. Some of y'all don't know where you're gonna be at in the future. I think that's the reason a lot of niggas do what they do nowadays. A lot of niggas, they be hurting motherfuckers. They do that shit because they for sure if they're gonna be anywhere in the future, if they're gonna make it, if they got a future in their front, if they gonna succeed. See, me, I know I'm gonna succeed. I know that for sure. I don't stop unless I succeed. You feel me? I keep going. I just keep pumping. Simple as that. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my boy Cooking. I keep pumping, man. And like Cooking said, your shit ain't gonna blow if you ain't popping your shit. Most niggas don't know how to pop their shit. That's the realest shit, And that's what I was learning from Cooking that day. Like, man, a lot of niggas gonna come and they gonna hate on you, gang. But they not popping like you popping. And when they not popping like you popping, of course they gonna hate. They gonna try to tear you down. They gonna drag you through the mud. Because they can't pop like you pop. Niggas ain't running it like you running. You feel me? That's one thing I did learn from Cooking. Like, man, Cooking been on that shit and he do his thing and he spread love, gang. And everybody I deal with on YouTube, they spread love. They real niggas. You feel me? Everybody I deal with, whether they male or female, they real ones. They real ones. They not the ones out the bunch who gonna talk about you, who gonna dog you, who gonna, you know what I'm saying? Be hating on you, jealous and shit like that. Nah. If anything, they gonna come to you and they gonna give you some information. They gonna give you some knowledge that you can use. Like, hey, look, this what you do to run your shit up. This what you do to get your channel here. This how you feel me? So shout out to my boy Cooking with Love, man. I hate when another motherfucker hate on somebody who really got it going for themselves. I hate that. I hate when a motherfucker hate on a nigga who got it going for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. Just cause, nigga, you ain't got nothing going for yourself, stop hating on the next man. The hardest part is getting it started. They got it started. You ain't started shit. You ain't started shit. There's so many niggas around my city right now in Milwaukee, Wisconsin that say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna start this, I'm gonna start that. They ain't starting shit. You hear me? They ain't starting shit. They ain't starting shit. Hey, me popping like this, nigga. I got my brother Kruger Kamikaze. He got him a podcast now. You hear me? Kruger got him a podcast now. Just the Thought Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Just the Thought Podcast. You feel me? And it's love. Because I told him, I was like, bro, let's get to the money. If we ain't doing nothing else, let's get to the money. Let's separate ourselves from these ignorant ass niggas out here on these streets. Let's separate ourselves from these goofy motherfuckers who ain't got no conversation for us that's knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? They can elevate us. Let's separate ourselves and let's actually get to the bag. Let's get in business. Let's teach each other. Let's learn. You know what I'm saying? Let's help. Let's help the community. Let's support the community. Let's support people that need support. Ain't no niggas around me saying that. Ain't no niggas I know that saying that. Niggas wasn't supporting nothing. You hear me? Niggas wasn't supporting nothing, and that's what we need to start pushing. We need to start pushing support. We need to start pushing peace with each other amongst our communities, gang. If we in the same hole, that's another thing I don't understand neither. Like niggas in the hood. All us niggas in the hood is so relatable because we in the same hole. All of us. We all come from the same backgrounds. Right now today, my nigga, we all get the same incomes. We all looking for another hustle. We all trying to stay alive. You feel me? We all trying to feed our family. I don't understand why in the fuck, if the niggas in the hood got so much in common, why we don't stick together? We got so much in common, my nigga. Some of us, a lot of motherfuckers in low incomes, a lot of motherfuckers, you know, they in the ghettoest parts of town. Then why y'all don't come together? I always tell niggas that, man, come together and build. Because if we come together, we'll build more. My nigga, we can build an empire. It's going to be harder by yourself, though. You got to understand one thing. We up against teams out here. We up against teams. When you go up against a motherfucker in your city or your home state gang, you better believe they got a team. They working with a team of people. You hear me? They working with a team of people, at least 5 motherfuckers. One with the money, one to market and promote, one to push, distribute. You know what I'm saying? One to do this and one to do that. Like, gang, they got a team. So I be telling niggas in the hood, gang, when we work together, let's work as a team. It's going to be harder by ourselves. It's going to be much harder. You got to produce. You got to distribute. You got to manufacture. You got to market. You got to advertise yourself. Yeah, it's possible, but it's going to be harder. Why would I put myself through that when I can go collect a team of niggas, a team of individuals who's loyal, who got respect for each other and themselves, and who want the same thing I want? Money. Who want the same thing I want? To elevate, you know, to experience the life of freedom, doing whatever it is you want. That's in any perspective of life. Why wouldn't I do that? I go get me a team, build a team up. You know, that's what it's all about. Because when we out here in these streets, we dealing with niggas who got teams. Niggas that go get their machine against you. You hear me? Like a record label, niggas that go get their machine against you, gang. Now look, you by yourself. You know, so that's why it's best to stick together, my nigga. It's best to create together. It's best to create together and stick together, man. I don't give a fuck what a nigga talking about. Like, you know, my brother called, my brother need that help, I'ma help him. Definitely if my brother got the same intentions, but don't get it twisted. I cut my grandma off if she ain't seeing the same way I'm seeing it. Like Kendrick said, I cut granny off if she ain't seeing it the same way I see it. Like Kendrick said. Because at the end of the day, that motherfucker who ain't seen it like you seen it, they'll bring your shit down. They'll make sure you fail. They'll make sure your company fail. If it's a business or whatever it is you're trying to create, they'll make sure they bring it down, my nigga. So, like I said, I'd rather deal with people that's loyal, people that's decent, like my boy Cooking with Love. When I got on my boy channel, my boy right away, he go to his phone and he spin that bitch. He said, y'all go over there and subscribe to my boy channel. That's love. That's love. He didn't even have to do that. Even if he didn't do that, he still recognized me and he said something in the chat. That's love. Fuck you talking about. And I like people like that. I love people like that. Them the motherfuckers we need. Them the people we need to be teams with. Everybody else, they can kiss ass because at the end of the day, they want to bring us down. They hating. You feel me? They don't want us where we at. Like when I was over there, they didn't want bro up there where he at. My boy up there. His subscriber count up there. And he sit back and he lay back at his own palace. And I seen that fool. He was doing that shit. Looked that good, gang. I'm talking about nigga. Nigga, that shit had me hungry as a motherfucker cooking. That shit had me hungry as a motherfucker. I got up and I started going through my refrigerator. I made my wife get up. I'm like, let's go. We finna go to Pick and Save. We finna go get some more food because this nigga on the grill, he doing this motherfucking thing, and I love that though. You feel me? See, some of y'all don't understand either. You gotta be a smart nigga to be able to get to my boy cooking level. In my city, a lot of young niggas dying. They dying early. They ain't even making it past. They ain't even getting to 30. So to be able to get to that level and be able to mature like that and to be able to have all that love, because Gang got a lot of subscribers and they love him. And to be able to have that love, that's something to die for. Niggas in my city ain't getting that. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. You hear me? A nigga ain't gotta have $1 million and all that, but my man's got that in spirit. And that's what I like. You feel me? That's like my boy Kruger. Just the Thought podcast. He got that in spirit. You know? I love that boy. That's my boy. You feel me? That's my brother. You know? And that's one supportive cat. That's one supportive nigga, man. That's one supportive nigga. Everybody I deal with supportive. My boy Terrence the Great. Shout out Terrence the Great. I ain't heard from my boy Terrence the Great, man. Terrence out there in California, man. And I hope he all right, man. I know them fires going down in Cali. I hope you good, Terrence, Benji, Smoke Dog, all y'all, all my Cali YouTubers. I hope everybody out there good, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, much love, cooking always, bro. You know that, no doubt, always, bro. I was just thinking about them people out there in Cali, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause anybody can go through them situations, bro. We all one step away from being homeless. Let's be real. If natural disaster came through our hometowns right now and tore our shit up, where would we go? I was just saying that to my kids the other day, like if something took place up here in Wisconsin, because y'all know we don't get the hurricanes and shit like that in Wisconsin. It do be cold in Milwaukee though, but if something like that was to happen, what the fuck would we do? You know what I'm saying? So I be always praying for y'all out there on my mama. Like, I don't give a fuck how nobody look at it. Fuck everybody out there. It ain't me personally. I don't live to get the satisfaction from these motherfuckers. As long as I'm satisfied and God's satisfied with me, you know. So, I be saying that, like, I hope my boys out there in Cali all right. Much love to them, man. But you got to keep your head on the swivel out here, man. You got to keep your head on the swivel because, like I said, there's haters everywhere. It's haters everywhere. And when you do podcasts, when you do music, when you do anything, somebody gonna hate. Definitely when you good at it, they gonna start hating you. And that's what another thing we was talking about, like on Cooking Channel. Niggas just hate just cause they not who we are. They can't pop how we pop. They can't pop how nobody else pop. Well, they not meant to do what nobody else do though. You feel me? They ain't got the potential you got. They don't got your potential. And that's what make them so different. That's what make them less valuable. Definitely when you try to come at a good motherfucker, you less valuable. You don't know what you doing now. Now you fucking off somebody who really can help you in the game, somebody who really can give you some leeway. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who really can teach you a little bit. And that's what it is. A lot of people ain't learned that now. And a lot of niggas ain't learned nothing. That's why they making the decisions they make. That's why they doing the things they do right now in life. They ain't learned enough. Or they ain't went through enough. Some people ain't, I hate to say it, some people got to get hit across the head to understand that it's not a joke. And I hate when people got to go through that, but it is what it is. This life. If you got to get hit across your head to understand it's not a joke, see, then you ain't wise enough, because the wisest going to learn from others' mistakes. The wisest motherfuckers going to learn from other people's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? The smart motherfuckers going to learn from their own mistakes. That means you got to keep bumping your head 100 times. But you shouldn't have to keep making mistakes until you learn for yourself. So me, I always been one of them niggas who sit back and I observe and I learn from others' mistakes. Now, if I made the mistake the first time, you better believe I learned that time. I ain't been to jail since 2012, gang. My last time getting in trouble was in 2012, gang. I ain't been back. I ain't going back. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't going back. I learned. It's 2024 now. I know not to do what I did that last time to go back to jail. I definitely know that. You know what I'm talking about? So I be trying to teach my young brothers and sisters that too, because at the end of the day, we all a reflection of each other. We all are a reflection of each other. We all got to help each other, my nigga. I don't give a fuck how nobody look at it. We all are a reflection of each other. We all got to help each other. We got to stop judging each other for one. We got to stop judging each other for one and start helping each other. Start, pinpointing the areas you see somebody else weak at. Shit, help them build strengths there. Fuck that. On the real, cooking facts, help them build strength there. You know what I'm saying? That's like I had a cat come on my channel and say, nigga, you ain't got nobody watching your shit. I said, nigga, I don't give no fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's not about nobody watching. It's about the message that I'm getting out there, because down the line it's gonna get watched. Somebody gonna see it down the line. It's not about right now. And that's one thing I learned too. Yesterday I was listening to this audio book about basically letting life take its course. I'm one of them cats who grew up, gang. I never let life take its course. I always rushed it. Because they always taught me it's a million ways to skin a cat. I swear to God. They always taught me it's a million ways to skin a cat. Due to the fact they told me that, I always rush life. Like I always try to rush success. Like with podcasts, with my music, I try to rush it. But this audio book I was listening to yesterday said, those that rushes things in life don't get nowhere far. And I was like, damn. Now, the whole time I'm playing the audio, it was for my son. I'm giving him a message. But then when that came up, that was a message for me. I said, oh shit, okay, nigga, it's time for you to listen. So I had to learn that I was still a student too. I was still in learning class. You know, some people don't want to be students. I don't mind being a student. I don't know everything. There's some people out here who know way more than me, you know, and that's what I was saying. Like with cooking, you know, it's niggas who don't know, gang. You got experiences niggas ain't been through. That's why I love being a student. I love somebody being able to teach me something, my nigga. Each one can teach one. I ain't too old to learn. I love that. And I love the criticism too, because the criticism help you better. Some niggas, they be mad as hell when somebody that love them, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody got good intentions for them, criticize them and tell them where they going wrong at. Why you mad? They got love for you, man. Accept that shit, because I'm going to tell you something. If ain't nobody teaching you how to get better, you ain't going to get better. You ain't gonna learn. You ain't gonna want to learn on your own. You too distracted. It's too many distractions in the world right now today, from the internet, social media, booty shaking, bitches popping pussy. It's too much distractions out here for us to just learn that out the gate. Somebody gotta drill that in our head for real. So I love learning. Like when I went to my brother cooking channel, I was learning. I'm learning. You feel me? And I respect that. You feel me? Because he came from backgrounds that I ain't come from, and he come from places that I ain't been, that he can teach me. You feel me? It's the same way for everybody, every one of us. So, you know, I respect everybody that I learn from. Like I said, my boy Terrence the Great, he one of the greats. That's why he called Terrence the Great. He one of the greats. You know, I got love for my boy out there. You know what I'm saying? And always will. My boy, he a real teacher. He a real teacher. He got knowledge. When I say knowledge that fell from God's hand into gang hand, is different. And a lot of us on wherever and whatever part of the world you in don't know this. You know, so when I listen to these people that I fucks with on this YouTube world, on this YouTube road, I love these people, gang. I ain't gotta got up with them face to face and seeing them. I love them because at the end of the day, what they stand for and their intentions and the messages that's coming out their mouths, you know, and the words they speaking into the world. You know what I'm saying? They ain't speaking no negativity. Like I am KO God. That boy Cole, shout out to boy. Shout out to boy. He be boxing and shit. You feel me? He be boxing, but when he box, he in his garage and he boxing and he's speaking the word of God. And he's speaking real words into existence. Not these curses that people speak. See, words are curses. A lot of people don't understand that. Watch what you speak. Words are curses. Y'all remember the Bible said you can speak death and life. Words are curses. And what the young king do is he be boxing. And when he boxing, he's speaking these words of encouragement, words of inspiration, words of motivation, words of God power. That's what he doing. When he speak, he be speaking these words that come from the book. You feel me? And a lot of people be in the chat hating, bro. I be seeing all the people in the chat hating on him. But I am KO God. That's the truth. He the truth. Shout out to I am KO God. He the truth. I like young brother, young king. He really be on his shit, man. I love that. You know, I love that. I love seeing elevation at its best. But like I said, I also love being a student too. I love learning from different people, from different views of life. Because like I said, the shoes I walked in might have not been the shoes they walked in. It wasn't the path they walked down. And I want to learn that path. I want to learn what it was to feel like, you know, what it was to go through the things they went through too. Because some of them things I went through, but I didn't know how to handle them. Maybe some of the things you went through, you didn't know how to handle them. So that's why it's always good to learn, gang. Everybody will tell you, man, I got this shit. I know this is my life. I run my life. My nigga, like I said before, your community help you become who you become. Your school, the people around you, your friends, the motherfuckers you was dissing and running away from, they help you. They shaped you who you is today. Because if you didn't get played all them times out the niggas you thought that was your friends, you wouldn't be so on point today. If you didn't get played, you feel me, you wouldn't be on point today when niggas try to play you and you know it and you see it. Like, hold on, gang, this ain't that. You wouldn't be on point if you didn't go through some of them fights you went through. You wouldn't know how to fight today. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have to put your hands up a couple times, you wouldn't know how to have to do that today. You be getting your ass whooped. So a lot of shit I'm thankful for in my life. I'm thankful for the people in my life. What about you? I'm thankful for the people I run into in my life. What about you? You feel me? Because they shape who I am, whether good or bad. You feel me? Whether good or bad, they shape who I am. They shape who you are too, whether good or bad. So every situation is a lesson. I be telling niggas that all the time. Losses ain't losses. All the time, losses ain't losses. Sometimes you gotta look at them as a lesson. It's a learning lesson. It's something you learn, and you got to go through this learning process. Everything in life is a process, right? The harder and farther you try to push things away, the more it sticks closely to you, the more it stays right there in your face. You ever notice how you try to kick bad habits? You try to kick people you don't like away from you. You try to push them far away from you. And you ever notice how they just linger and linger around? The habit just linger and linger around. It stay right there, steady flow. Well, that's because you trying too hard. You got to let life. That's what life mean. When people like life is just life. And no. Life and is a process. You got to let life just life. Let that shit just flow on out. And sooner or later, when you stop thinking about it, it'll be out your hair. It'll be out your hair. And I say that to say, like I said, I love being a student because I would have never learned that if I haven't ran into, or if I would have never learned to let life process if I haven't met nobody that was going through life as it was processing and they got the best results from it. I wouldn't have never learned that. They was able to teach me to, just accept the process. You know what I'm saying? Sit back. Let it take its course. You got it. Bam. There you go. Continue. I would have never learned that. So I say that to say, shit, being a student sometimes, my nigga, it pays off. Too many chiefs and no Indians. Everybody want to be the chief. You ain't no fucking chief. You don't even know how to be a leader. Bitch, you can't even lead your own life. How in the fuck is you a chief? Too many chiefs and no Indians. You're not a fucking chief. You can't be a leader. Bitch, you can't lead your own life. You can't even lead yourself to drink water. You wouldn't. You'd rather drink a soda. Like niggas like that, like, gang, I'd rather be that Indian. I'd rather be sitting learning. I'm paying attention. I'm observing. We only got one life. I'm observing. I want to make sure I get this shit right. I want to make sure I get it right so I ain't got to go through these cycles again. That's the whole point. So a lot of times out here, niggas got to be making sure they getting it right so they ain't got to go through these cycles, a repetitive cycle of falling, failing, jealousy, envy, hatred, hurting on the inside from things you don't got that you could have obtained, but you didn't apply action. Hating on somebody else that's doing very well, which you can be too, but you choose not to go down the same path. All the shit that we can think of, gang, like, come on, man, I'd rather learn. Let me learn a little bit more, because I already know I ain't got it all the way down pat. I know I ain't got everything down pat, gang. I know that. So why would I act like it? It's so many niggas in my city in Milwaukee, Wisconsin that act like they got it down pat. My nigga, you don't even know what's coming to you. And if you knew what's coming to you, you'll move different. If you knew what was coming to you, you'll move different. How many of y'all know if you knew when something bad was gonna happen in your life, you'll move totally different, right? If you had that cheat code to know, okay, something bad finna take place in my life, won't you move different? Hell yeah, I would. If I had that cheat code to know that, but it's like this. Where I'm from in my city, some niggas, God give you warning before disaster, right? So some niggas get that warning. Some people get that warning of, yo, disaster's coming. You better duck, you better dodge, you better roll out the fucking way. You better do whatever you gotta do, but it's coming. And they ignore it. They let it hit them right in the face hard. I'm talking about gang. And next thing you know, it cost them everything. And everything could be possibly your life. And I don't wish that on nobody, but I'm seeing it. And I sit and I say to myself, damn, when is people gonna wake up and learn? When is people gonna get conscious? Humanity gotta get conscious. It's not enough people out there that's conscious enough to let the other unconscious sleep motherfuckers know, like, yo, this shit's serious. It's like the rich man and the poor man. That rich man wanted to go back. He said his tongue was hot. He wanted the poor man to drip some water on his tongue. It was real. And then, when that couldn't happen, he couldn't get no water dripped on him. He wanted to go back and tell the people that it was real. Yeah, it's real. The creator said, nah, let them find out. And that's the thing. A lot of people, they find out. They find out in the hardest way, the wrong way. Motherfuckers losing their life. You feel me? I don't wish that upon nobody, gang. A lot of niggas will tell you, oh, I don't wish jail upon my worst enemy. Bitch, I don't wish death upon my worst enemy. At least jail his bitch ass could come back from. His whole ass can get out of jail. He'll be out in a couple years. Let that nigga go sit. At the end of the day, I don't wish death. All right, for sure, cooking for sure. I don't wish death on my worst enemy. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Alice. Top of the morning. I don't wish death on my worst enemy. From jail, he can come back from. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't even have to go through that situation, because if we were sticking together, if we was more conscious, if we was more believing in, and that's the point. Everybody only believe what they see. That's fucked up. So if you don't see no conscious person around you, you don't see nobody showing love, that means you don't believe in love. That means due to the fact because you only see evil, negativity around us, that means that's all you believe in. That's sad, gang. That's real sad, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, ain't nobody gonna consciously wake up and understand. Who gonna consciously slap these motherfuckers into waking up, gang, and tell them like, yo, it's more than that, man, to life. I had to get older to understand this, though. I had to, when I got custody of my kids and when I started trying to be a family man, I had to understand all this, gang. It was a different ball game for me. You feel me? And that's when I understood it was real. Because before I wasn't feeling like it was real, I was out there with the rest of them niggas. Toting poles, all types of shit, masked up, all types of shit. I didn't feel it was real. You feel me? I thought that shit was a game. I thought I was untouchable, all types of shit. Until I was shown otherwise. I was humbled real fast. You feel me? Humble real fast, because God will humble your ass real fast. He'll put you in a place, in a position like, nigga, sit still. Then I tell you, nigga, I run everything around you. Then I tell you, I am the creator. I molded this. You feel me? And for those of y'all that don't believe in God, whatever it is you believe in, it's a creator out there, whatever it is, he'll sit you, it'll sit you right in position. Stop. Where you at? Let me talk to you. Yeah, you don't need this. Move this out your life. Move them out your life. Let me get directly here with you. Let me pierce your soul. And that's what it is. That's what it took for me. That's what it takes for a lot of people. But on the other note, a lot of people don't get that chance. A lot of people, they experience death right away. You hear me? And I hate to see people go through that, gang. I lost friends like that. I had friends that had to witness death. The ultimate price. The ultimate price they had to witness was death, my nigga. Not coming back. If it is a such thing as reincarnation, don't nobody know the time limit. They waiting. You hear me? There's some dead people that have been dead for over 20 years waiting on reincarnation. Where is that? It's coming back. I ain't saying it ain't true. I'm just saying. Don't nobody want to go through that, so I don't wish death upon nobody. Jail? Take your bitch ass to jail. Go to jail, nigga. You coming back. They'll see your whole ass in a couple years. You'll be back out here causing trouble again. You'll be back out here hurting people again. Stealing, robbing motherfuckers. You feel me? Take your bitch ass there. It's a place for you. But death, I ain't wishing that on my worst enemy. You got me fucked up. You hear me? You got me fucked up, because at the end of the day, I think we was put on this planet to be together, to help each other. I think we was all put here to help each other in a sense. That's what I believe, because we all is a reflection of each other. It might sound crazy to y'all, but that's just what I believe, gang. Because that's another story. I don't want to go that far, but I just believe that. I believe that, man. And I believe, humanity has stepped out of line a little bit. Heinous killings, people just killing for fun. People, you got the young niggas now, all the drill niggas, they just killing to catch a hat, they call it. They killing to just see themselves with a body to brag to their friends, to the young friends. I don't even know how that shit feel cool. How do that feel cool? How do that feel cool to know you took somebody's life, my nigga? That shit don't look cool. It don't feel cool. It don't sound cool spiritually. It don't shake my spirits cool. It don't. It don't. I don't see how these young cats feel like that. I don't even see how they got to the point where that they are so unconscious to when they go do these murders, they don't feel it. They don't feel it. It don't feel like something wrong. You don't feel guilty. You don't feel like you doing something you shouldn't be. You don't feel like you playing with higher power when you take somebody like you don't feel like that. I always wondered that, but it's I'm gonna be real. We can't ask these young niggas that. It ain't like they gonna really say that shit and pop out. But I just want to know: do you not feel like you're playing with higher power? You know how when you do something, you break the law, gang, and you know who you playing with. You playing with the police. You already know the consequences. I just wonder when niggas kill somebody, do they not know who they playing with? Do they not know the judge they up against? Do you? You don't know, and that's the sad part. That's the sad part. And his babies having babies too, so their parents probably ain't know either. Their parents so goofy, just as goofy as them. They haven't matured. Just the same question I asked my OG the other day. I asked the old school buddy. I said, why do parents kick kids out at 18 when males don't mature to 28 and to 28, females mature at 26 mentally? Why do parents push the kids out at 18? They tell them, well, you got to get out when you get 18. And he was like, well, that's because that's what they was taught. And they parents didn't know no better. Because I'm like, shit, at 18, pushing them out at 18, gang, they still immature. They finna go out here and rob something if they ain't got no money. They gonna go out here and kill something if somebody make fun of them. They gonna go out here and hurt somebody if somebody make them feel down in front of public, or if somebody degrade them in front of a public crowd. They're not mature enough to... That's what turn the other cheek mean. When God said turn the other cheek, they not mature enough to turn the other cheek towards what's been said, to eliminate that negative energy, eliminate what's said towards them, and turn that into positive. They not mature enough, and I understood that those transferable skills, I was able to transfer my skills from the negative side to the positive side by just blocking off what motherfuckers talking about. I'm aware of my flaws. The thing is, I accept them. Like the Tao said, accept your flaws and the world will accept you. When you learn to accept yourself, the world will start accepting you. You hear me? When you learn to accept yourself, the world will start accepting you. That means you no longer are opinionated from what people say. You are no longer worried about the things and the judgments people make on you. When you learn to do so, gang, the world will accept you. You know what I'm talking about? I learned to do just that. I be wishing and praying these young cats learn to do that in my city, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and in your city and everywhere else around the world. I pray everybody, definitely the black community, I pray we all learn to do that and come together, gang. Because when I look around, look, on my block, where I'm at, I'm in the hood. Yeah, I'm in the hood in Milwaukee. You hear me? I'm in the hood. But it's Chinese people that live over here, right? These Chinese people, they stick together, man. You feel me? Bars, cooking, bars, baby. You feel me? Hey, these Chinese people, they stick together. And I noticed that. I said, why they culture? On my block, I could see out of a 7-day week, I could see 5 family households come outside and they're literally arguing with each other. They get into it. I ain't never seen them Chinese people over there argue, my nigga. I ain't never seen them argue amongst each other. Bro, on my block, I done seen over 5 black families have an argument. They had people pull up to their house. Motherfuckers got their windows busted. Bro, I don't never see these Chinese people arguing amongst each other in the hood like we do. I don't never see the Indian people, the African people. I don't never see none one of them arguing. We the only motherfuckers, we goofy as hell. We the only motherfuckers that's trying to expose each other on the internet, expose each other out in public. We goofy. That's goofy. And my thing is this, like, when that shit gonna change, gang? When that shit, because everybody already up against us. Everybody already up against us. I told y'all we working against teams out here. So we need to be a team. Even, like I said, with the little people, the local people, whoever you got to team up with. Hey, I heard some of the realest shit a motherfucker told me. He said, gang, he said, I'm going to tell you something. I bet you don't know your neighbor on your block. He said, I bet you don't know them well enough to know their last names either, do you? I was like, no, I don't. You right. I mean, I see them time to time, but I don't fully know them. I ain't asked them, their names. I don't know the number of family count in their house. Like, if they needed help or I needed help, I don't know if I can go to their house and ask. He said, that's the point I'm trying to make. He said, everybody in every hood, definitely y'all niggas in the hood, need to gather up and learn who your neighbors are. Learn who they are, because if something was to happen If it was a natural disaster, you see what California going through right now. If something like that was to take place, now one of us would be able to go to our neighbors and ask for help. Want me to tell you why? Because we don't know each other. Yet alone, we try to stay away from each other. Yet alone, you feel me? We don't even try to acknowledge each other. Motherfucker come right out the house. You right there with your neighbors. You can't even just look up. What up? Hey, how you doing, neighbor? Nope. Motherfucker come right out the. I know because I do it. I ain't gonna lie. I do it. I do it. And when he said this, I started recognizing I do that. I was like, damn, that is crazy. It was only certain people I speak to though. Like I got a pastor that's still across the street from me. You know, he always have some issues sometimes, and I got love for him most definitely because I know he got love for me. He watched out for my house. He always tell me, pray for me and everything, pray for my kids. You feel me? A black man, and I appreciate that. And I speak to him. I make sure. It ain't like I break my neck, but I make sure I speak to him right away. He ain't even got to speak to me first. So when he come out, what up? Hey, how you doing, big homie? That's what's up, man. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you made it another day. Simple as that. That's all it take. That's all it take. But it's sometimes, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I be having that nigga energy to where I come out and I don't want to say nothing to nobody. That's that nigga in me. Like, I don't want to speak negative. I'm mad. And I have to learn that, like, wait, you got to cancel that energy. You feel me? I got to cancel that. Yeah, if you're in the chat, drop them comments, gang. If you're in the chat, hit that like, run them likes up. Good looking, cooking, man. I most definitely appreciate you. And I had to drop that negativity in me. Hey, yo, y'all got to get out of my kitchen. I had to drop that negativity in me. Like, man, stop being like that. Stop being a bitch ass nigga. You know, see, I recognize my flaws. There are times I recognize when I'm a bitch ass nigga. I know when I'm a hoe ass nigga. I know when I'm acting all. You feel me? But when I'm aware of that, I know how to cut that off. And I know how to be the better me. Become the better me. Drop that old shit. Leave that in the yesterday. That was the old me. That's how I was raised. That was them bogus motherfuckers who didn't know how to instill goodness into me. You feel me? So I dropped that off. I leave that alone. And now I'm relearning. And since I'm relearning, I'm helping everybody else learn. You hear me? Hey, cooking, you gotta go live today. I know you're gonna go live today. You know I'm finna be right over there today, bro. I'm joining the live. I'm finna hop on. You hear me? I wanna be in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know you got a message for us today, gang. But most definitely, man, like, I think we should just all learn to stick together, man, and help each other, man, most definitely. Even if we got to do it from a long distance, do it. You know, it is what it is. And that's why I said I love this YouTube world because I done connected with so many people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, man, I love the YouTube world. I love the YouTube people, man. Them some real motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I fuck with be real. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to y'all. I love y'all, man. At the end of the day, man, I done ran my time. It's 7:20. I got to get my kids up and ready for school. I got to drop them off to school today. Y'all already know father duties. And I'm on that, man. That's what I do, you know. But I love y'all, man. I love every one of y'all that tapped in. Hey, cooking with love, man. I love you, boy. You feel me? All the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Most definitely, brother. Bars. And when you go live, you know I'm on your channel, Alice. All you already know. I love you, Alice. Top of the day. You feel me? Top of the day, Alice. I love you and your family. You know, and I give all y'all the you know, the gratitude, gang, and all the wishes, most definitely, along with our creator, most definitely, because without y'all it wouldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all. I'm out.